The process of thinking is inherently an educational process, an activity that ideally leads to heightened understanding, deeper insights, and the growth of intelligence. Yet within this area exists a phenomenon that, while resembling thinking, diverges significantly in its mechanics and outcomes. This phenomenon, known as pseudo-thinking, is a cognitive process that imitates genuine cognition but lacks its substance and transformative power. Pseudo-thinking is characterized by a superficial engagement with information. It operates on the level of accepting ideas at face value without the deep analysis or probing necessary for true understanding. This approach aligns closely with the repetition of established beliefs and opinions, a comforting reaffirmation of the known rather than an exploration of the unknown. The familiar is preferred over the unconventional, not because it is more valid, but because it is less challenging to the existing mental framework. At the heart of pseudo-thinking lies a distinct lack of critical inquiry. This absence is not simply a passive omission, but an active avoidance of thorough questioning. It represents a retreat from the intellectual discipline that characterizes genuine thinking. Without skepticism and the consideration of alternative perspectives, pseudo-thinking remains anchored in unexamined assumptions and unchallenged ideas. Furthermore, pseudo-thinking lacks the integrative aspect essential to genuine thought. Where real thinking synthesizes diverse information into new insights, pseudo-thinking recycles existing knowledge. It is a closed loop, a circular path that leads back to where it started, devoid of the intellectual growth that comes from synthesizing disparate ideas into something innovative. Emotion plays a significant role in pseudo-thinking. Rather than being guided by logical analysis, this process is often swayed by emotional biases. What feels true or aligns with one's preconceived notions dominates over objective evidence or logical coherence. This emotional reasoning can create a comfortable echo chamber, but it also walls off the mind from the richer, more complex reality that lies beyond personal biases. In its function, pseudo-thinking acts as a cognitive defense, protecting the mind from the discomfort of uncertainty and the labor of re-evaluating long-held beliefs. While it may mimic the outward form of intellectual activity, it ultimately serves to maintain cognitive stasis. In this light, pseudo-thinking manifests not just as a deficient mode of thought, but as a barrier to the kind of intellectual exploration and growth that is the essence of true thinking. This investigation into the mechanics of pseudo-thinking reveals a critical truth. The appearance of thought is not always indicative of its essence. The pathway of genuine thinking is marked not by the comfort of familiar ideas, but by the challenge of new perspectives, the rigor of critical analysis, and the integration of diverse insights into a broader understanding. In distinguishing between genuine thinking and its mimic, we find a key to unlocking the true potential of the mind.